We welcome you on Brookdale TV. I'm Brian Gadsford, and today the Jersey Blues take on the Mercer County Vikings. Second game of a back-to-back. We are ready for the first pitch. Tyler Spencer deals low outside, ball one, and we're underway. Jordan Raba, the leadoff batter for the Vikings, has had an outstanding season. And Spencer winds the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, lifted foul off to the left. A ball and a strike. Raba, then Jake Pope and Lucas Mullen in this opening inning. As the 1-1 comes to the plate, and it's low outside, 2-1. Raba, who's batting better than 400, a .421 hitter with a home run, 18 driven in. And he just got a piece of that when it's a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a full count. So Spencer was looking to rebound from a very difficult outing his last time out. That was against Ocean. But he loses Raba on ball 4 and a walk to start the ball game. So Jake Pope coming up, another left-hand batter. The biggest problem for Spencer in that last game was the walks. He lasted just 1 inning plus and walked 5. So now working from the stretch with his first delivery, called a strike. Home plate umpire today is Tom Gandolfo. The umpire on the bases, Dave Martinez. Raba takes his lead from first. And it's lined to right field. That ball's down for a base hit. Gardner plays it around second. Raba will stop there, and they've got the first 2 aboard. So much like the case yesterday when Gary John Perrone, who had a tremendous outing, but he gave up walks to his first 2 batters. Raritan Valley did not score, and they wound up getting shut out in the game. So Spencer will look to bear down here. Lucas Mullen, he's the catcher. On a half swing, it's in the strike zone, 0-1. Mullen batting .357 for the year, 3 homers, 21 RBI. Breaking ball, and that's a good spot, 0-2. Raba and Pope, good speed on the bases. This is a Mercer team that runs often. Off the plate away, a ball and 2 strikes. For Brookdale defensively today in the outfield, Perrone gets the start. He's in left. Sheehan and Gardner ran at the outfield. Nunez and Lopez left side of the infield. Martino and Kernan on the right side, with Shane Andrews doing the catching as the breaking ball drops low. 2-2 the count. Joey Socorro hitting in the cleanup spot next. Nobody out. Spencer has given up base runners on his first 2 batters. Here's one that's fouled at the plate. I asked Tyler about that last outing. He said it was the worst start of his pitching life. I said, you mean high school and college? He said, going back to when he was 8 years old. Never had an outing like that. This is off Spencer. Takes a hard ricochet to Lopez, who picks it up on the backhand, but everybody is safe. And the bases are loaded. So Spencer didn't have much of a chance to field that ball. It hit his body, and by the time it got to Lopez, there was no play. So an early crisis with the bases full and nobody out. And Joey Socorro, designated hitter. Breaking ball for ball 1. A beautiful day for baseball, about 76 degrees, mostly sunny. Second straight beautiful day that we've had here at McLaughlin Field. There's a strike about knee-high to even the count. Got Raba at third. Pope is at second. Mullen at first. Bags full. And a shot base hit going into left center field. Raba's in to score the game's first run. Everybody else moves up a base, and they thought about scoring Pope, but he will stop. A 1-run in on the RBI hit from Socorro, and it's 1-0 Mercer. Now that'll bring up Chanel Maldonado. Base is still loaded, nobody out. 1 run in, a 1-0 Mercer lead. Maldonado takes the first pitch strike. So in an outing where Spencer badly, I should say, wanted a bounce back, and he's surrendered the first 4 base runners. I'm just hoping he can limit the damage on an inning that has the potential to blow up on him. Maldonado, a .320 batter. He's got power, 4 home runs. On 0-2, Chopper Lopez will step. He'll throw in time for the double play. A run comes in to score, but Spencer will take that and trade a run for 2 outs. It's now 2-0. Mikey Ammerheim now the batter, runner at third. 1-0. So the lone base runner now is Mullen from third. If Spencer can get out of this with only 2 runs, he'll consider himself fortunate. 2-0 the count. And he hits the inside corner, 2-1. Infield back with 2 out. Up high, 3 balls and a strike. We're facing another Division II opponent today in these Vikings, much like yesterday with Raritan Valley, but this is a step up in class going against Mercer. Big cut for strike 2. Vikings are leading their section of the Division II standings. There's a 2-2. Oh, that was the full count pitch, and so Ammerheim heads down to first with the walk. And that'll bring in Shane Hickey. Third baseman, a left-hand hitter. Got a lot of left-hand bats on this Vikings group. They've scored 2. They're looking for more with 2 on and 2 out. Runner takes off for second, pitch outside. Andrews fakes the throw, and it's an easy steal. As a team, it is their 126th. And I mentioned they like to run. Now a base hit could score 2 more. A strike, 1-1. Hickey batting .250, a couple of homers, with 14 driven in on this 1-1 pitch. That's hit hard, but Lopez picks it up with one hand, overhand throw in time to retire the side. But Mercer scores 2 in the opening inning. Brookdale will come to bat bottom 1, down by 2.
Hi, my name is Sam Hirschman. I'm from Bronx, New York. I went to SAR High School. I'm a pitcher, and on the side I'm majoring in business here at Brookdale. And my favorite thing about Brookdale is the baseball team.
My name is Luke Roccasano. I'm from Spring Lake. I'm a business major, and one thing I like about Brookdale is the campus.
I'm Brian Gadzard as we start in the bottom of the first. Brookdale coming to bat against the right-hander Matteo Menino, the long, lanky right-hander who deals from the stretch. And his first pitch is a fastball strike, 0-1. Lopez, Declan Sheehan, and Shane Andrews, just how Brookdale usually starts with the batting order, and did in yesterday's game, scoring 10 times and a 10-0 win. To right center field, this ball is toward the gap and off the fence. Lopez on his way to second. Trouble with it in center field. He's motoring to third, and he will stop there with a stand-up triple. Seventh triple of the year for Lopez. So Brookdale had a first inning triple in yesterday's game, and it scored 3 runs, that off the bat of Junior Nunez. Well, Lopez gets him off to a fast start. Now Declan Sheehan will try to get Brookdale on the board in the early going. Down by 2 runs, it's 2-0. And Sheehan sends the first pitch in the air down the right field line. Coming over is Coachy to make the catch. Here's Lopez tagging and scoring easily. On the sacrifice fly from Sheehan, Brookdale gets a run back. It's now 2-1. So Sheehan drives in a run number 53 on the year. And here's Shane Andrews, who leads Brookdale in that category with 56 of them. It's good for third in the region. First pitch breaking ball, a strike called. This is a right-hander that looks like he's a bit difficult to pick up out of the hand. Andrews with a high fly right center field, drifting back Coachy. He settles underneath and has to reach back and pulls it in for out number 2. So it looked like it would have been a little more of a routine play, but at the last second had to reach back for it. So 2 out. Gary John Perone coming up. Defensively for the Vikings today, Ammerhein, Raba, and Coachy from left to right in the outfield. Hickey, Leary, Pope, Maldonado around the horn on the infield, with Mullen doing the catching. Ball 1 to Perone. Well, he did not see an at-bat in yesterday's game, but boy, did he do the job on the mound. A complete game shutout over 7 innings, allowed just 1 hit, 11 strikeouts. A little bit high, 2-0. He's proving to be a jack of all trades for this team. Plug him in on the mound, at the plate. He hit leadoff last weekend. Now he's the cleanup hitter today. He takes a big swing and doesn't get it. At the plate, a .404 batter. 10 RBI without a home run. On the ground, and that'll sneak through into right field. He's got a base hit. So Martino will be next. Anthony, a multiple hit day yesterday, 2 for 3, a double, and scored 3 times. He's been swinging it very well of late, driving in his share of runs. First pitch in the dirt, 1-0. Batting .371 for the season. Those 3 homers and 23 knocked in. About 9 of those RBI have come in just about the last 6 games or so. Ripped down the left field side, foul. That's up and over the spectators that are on hand. It'll be a 1-1 count. Runner at first is Perone. They'll have a check on him. 1 run home for Brookdale in the inning. Mercer leads 2-1. On a snap throw, closer play, but not in time. Well, Brookdale, you haven't stolen quite as many as Mercer, but still 89 of them, although yesterday's game had 2 attempts and were caught both times by the Raritan Valley catcher, Giordano. Here's a strike called. So Martino in a 2-strike hold. Jacob Ramirez in the on-deck circle. And Menino goes back to first with it. Well, this right-hander has been a workhorse for Mercer this year. 3 complete games. He's got a 5-4 record, 45 total innings of work. Here's his 1-2. It's past him. It knocks him down. It goes into center field for a base hit, turning second and stopping and starting back and making it is Perone. So one hopper that went right back past the originator. It knocked Menino down to a seat. And now runners at the corners with 2 out. Well, Perone looked like he was going to stop at second. He had fully stepped on the brakes, but then continued on and made it. So here's Ramirez. And he takes a rip and foul tips it for strike 1. Ramirez came in the game late yesterday, did not start, delivered a sacrifice fly. RBI number 12 on his season. He's hit 1 home run. Valuable piece off the Brookdale bench. In the dirt and smothered by Mullen, a ball and a strike. One and 2. Perone, the base runner at third. Martino is at first. 2-1 game, bottom of the first. And a 1-2 upcoming. Runner takes off from first. Ramirez grounds it. Second baseman Pope is there to play it and throw at Ramirez to retire the side. Brookdale cashes 1 after 1, 2-1 Mercer.
Hi, my name is William Reyes. I went to Long Branch High School. I'm a business major. I came to Brookdale because it's close to home, and I'm a right-handed pitcher.
My name's Chris Clark. I'm from Beechwood, New Jersey. I'm a criminal justice major, and I came to Brookdale for the baseball program.
My name is Dylan Swanson. I'm from Staten Island, New York. I pitch and play the outfield. I'm a business major, and one thing I like about Brookdale is the team.
8-9-1 due up for Mercer. We start the second inning with swinging strike 1. Ryan Cochi, the leadoff hitter. Another Ryan is on deck. That's Leary. And then back to the top of the order, Jordan Raba. 1 ball and 1 strike. Spencer, all things considered, was able to limit the damage in the first to 2 runs. Could have been a lot worse, and that inside end hit him. Cochi tosses the bat aside and will take first base. Spencer, who was uncharacteristically wild in that last start against Ocean, has started kind of the same today with 2 walks and now a hit batter. So Ryan Leary, the number 9 batter. Low outside, 1-0. Leary's hitting north of the 300 mark, 302, a couple of homers, 20 RBI. Up and over the head, so Spencer again battling some early control difficulties. Ordinarily is pretty sharp with his control, but been getting away from him a bit lately. Leadoff man on, that's Coachy. On 2-0, it skips by Andrews, and down to second goes Coachy on the wild pitch. Well, this was as far as he made in his last start. Spencer took the man for the second, issued a leadoff walk, and that was it. This game that Brookdale fell behind early but rallied to win. This is yanked to left field. On the run, Perone will get back there to make the catch. Tagging is Coachy, but he's not going anywhere, and that's the first out. Hard hit ball off the bat of Leary, but Perone able to play it well. So 1 on, 1 out. Lineup turns over, second time in 2 innings. Jordan Raba got this game started with a walk and came around to score. To right field, that ball's down for a base hit. Around third comes Coachy being waved home. Gardner comes up throwing, the throw cut off. And it's an RBI single from Raba to make it 3-1 Vikings. So Raba picks up RBI number 19 out of the leadoff position. And Jake Pope coming up already has a base hit. Pope has started all 46 games, or at least has appeared in every game for Mercer. First pitch foul. He's batting .363, homerless, but 24 RBI. And he leads this high stealing team with 28 bags and has only been caught once. Got an eye on Raba, who gets back. Raba's another Viking who's stolen over 20. He's got 22 out of 25 chances. He's going. This ball is to center field. Coming on Sheehan, he will play it on a hop. Raba to second will stop. Throw comes back in. And runners at first and second. So Pope already 2 for 2. And Johnny Johnson is going to have a discussion.
My name is Junior Nunez. I'm from North Brooklyn, New Jersey. I'm a network information major, and I came from Brookdale for the baseball program.
My name is Paul Santos. I'm from Marlboro, New Jersey. I'm a business major, and I came to Brookdale to play baseball.
My name is Caleb Arliff. I'm a history major. I'm from Farmingdale, New Jersey, and my favorite thing about Brookdale is the affordable tuition.
So an early hook. Tyler Spencer out of the game after just an inning and a third. Richie Barton comes on. His first pitch is a fastball above the letters, 1-0. Lucas Mullen, the batter, 2 on base. 3-1 the score. Mercer leading Brookdale, only in the top of the second inning. Fouled into the Mercer dugout, third base side, a ball to strike. Mullen already a base hit in this game, a first inning single. Got Raba and Pope on the bases, 2 threats to run. And missed the inside corner, 2-1. Barton comes in with a 2.75 ERA, got a walk to strikeout ratio of 2-1, 18 Ks to 9 walks. So he's been effective coming on in relief. But he falls behind, 3-1. Joey Socorro is the on-deck batter. outside ball 4. That'll load up the bases. So they're loaded only 1 out. Joey Socorro, he too has a base hit. Infield back at double play depth. Kernan is in on the cut of the grass at first. Strike 1 called. Nunez at third is playing back. Hoping to turn 2 and get Barton out of this mess. But it's lined over short, a base hit going into left center field. Robb is in to score. Here comes Pope. He's in right behind him. Throw to second. The ball gets away. 2-run score. Socorro has a double, and it's 5-1. So a pair of RBIs brings Socorro's RBI total to 35. Here's right-hand hitting Shanil Maldonado. 2 more in scoring position and 1-0. There's a strike. So those runs go on the book of Spencer, who gets charged with 5 runs on 5 hits. He walked 2, did not strike out a batter, hit 1, and lasted just an inning and a third. 2-1. Last time he had this short start against Ocean, Brookdale got rescued by a good outing in relief from Dylan Swanson. Hoping that Barton can eat up some innings here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Brookdale's going to have some work to do to get back into this game against a tough opponent leading the Division II section of the standings. This one's lifted first base side out of play. We got Maldonado on a double play ball his first time up that Lopez started, 6-6-3. Here's a swing and a miss to put away Maldonado for the second out of the inning. So the first strikeout for Brookdale pitching today. And Mikey Ammerheim drew a walk his first time up. 2 on, 2 out in a 5-1 game and a strike over the outside edge. Ammerheim is the 8th to bat in the inning for Mercer. On the ground, Lopez ranging, gobbles it up, loses his footing and the play, and a run scores. Mullen crosses the plate, Socorro goes to third. Lopez played that ball well, but on his way to throwing it to first, he just lost his footing. It costs him a run. It's 6-1, the Vikings. Shane Hickey, the batter, men at the corners. Runner takes off from first, pitches a strike, throw to second, no slide, but not in time. So Ammerheim didn't bother to slide on a throw that came in on the money. And he's lucky that he beat it. So 2 in scoring position. A ball and a strike. Hickey grounded out to short his first time up, so Mercer has officially batted around in this second inning against the combination of Spencer and now Barton. 2-1. See, it's another breezy day at the ballpark. Of course, we've had worse, but good snag by Andrews, and that saved a potential run if that ball goes to the backstop. First base open, a walk would reload the bases and bring Kochi to the plate. Here's a 3-1 to center field, hit pretty well. Sheehan going back on it, way back over his head, can't get it. Socorro scores, Ammerhein is in, and to second goes Shane Hickey, drives in a couple, and it's 8-1. Brookdale is well behind the 8-ball now in just the second inning. Ryan Leary got the whole inning started with a fly ball to center field, waves and misses for strike one. But he's now the 10th to bat in the inning. And they have now scored 6. A strike. Of course, with the way Brookdale can score, this game is a long way from over. I mean, they've had games where they've been behind by sizable margins and have been able to chip away. That's hit out of play. And it is a little bit of a different animal when you're going against a team as good as Mercer. Strike 3 to end the inning, but a damaging one for the Vikings. 10 come to bat, and they score 6 times. Work to do for Brookdale, bottom of the second. It's 8-1.
My name is Gary Perone. I'm from Staten Island, New York. I'm a business major, and I'm here for the baseball program.
Hi, my name is Jack Stoll. I'm from Middletown, New Jersey. I'm undecided. I'm a catcher, and my favorite thing about Brookdale is a good group of guys we have here on the baseball team.
Bottom of the second inning, Brookdale finds themselves down by an 8-1 score. Junior Nunez first up, and he cranks the ball left field, pretty well hit. Ammerhein going back, and he cannot make the catch. Nunez to second will have a double. So he continues to swing it well after a triple and 3 RBI yesterday. Dill's got a steep uphill climb ahead of them now, but Nunez gets him started, and R.J. Kernan coming up. Kernan 0 for 1 in yesterday's game, walked a couple of times, was lifted late. And Menino, after a long look in, deals a strike on the outside corner. Kernan 2 homers, 27 RBI to go along with a .313 batting average. The freshman first baseman, it's been a regular in the lineup. Nothing in 2. Casey Gardner, the on deck hitter, as Brookdale sends up the lower third of the batting order. Nunez leading off second. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just missed. Menino's had a strong season. He hasn't been unhittable. He's allowing over a hit per inning, 57 hits and 45 innings of work. ERA in the 4s. checks the runner, home with the pitch, and he hits the outside corner for strike 3 to freeze Kernan for his first strikeout. So 1 away. And Gardner will come to the plate. Wearing a different number today. We see that on occasion. Pizzuti changed numbers. Gardner wore 17 for most of the way. Strike 1 called. And in wearing number 17, had himself quite a day yesterday. 3 for 4, a double, and a grand slam. Brookdale won the game yesterday 10-0. They won't duplicate that today. They're down 8-1. Grand slam was Gardner's 5th home run of the year with 26 RBI, and he's hitting north of 400 at 412. Down low. Out of play. And I had heard that he had broken his bat, Gardner did, in a previous game, so he had a new bat to work with in yesterday's game and proved to bring him some good luck with a great day at the plate, including the big swing that scored 4. Here's one pulled and through into left field for a base hit. Nunez had to hold up and will stop at third. And Brookdale has them at the corners with only 1 out. So it's back to the top of the order. Lopez, who got it started for Brookdale with a 3-base hit, scored their only run. Coming in on Sheehan's following sacrifice flies. They check in at first. .373 batter for Lopez. That went up with his first inning triple. Couple of home runs. Leads the team in walks. And he swings down to third over the bag and just foul. Very nearly had himself another extra base hit. So in the last 2 games plus 2 innings, Brookdale now has 6 triples. Down the right side, fouled, 0-2. They had 4 in the 1 game against Ocean and had Nunez's 3-run triple yesterday and Lopez's in the first inning today. But Brookdale down 8-1 as they bat in the bottom of the second, trying to peck away at this steep deficit. And it's in the dirt, and Mullen able to block it. For all that Lopez has done at the plate, he has equally impressed with his glove work. Shortstop all season long. Here's a 1-2. Hit sharply to second out there. Second baseman Pope loses his balance as Nunez crosses the plate. What's going on with the infield today? We've seen a couple. Lopez previously just fell down when he was getting ready to release a throw. Brookdale scores a run on that play, and it's 8-2. Got to pause in the action while the umpires are taking a look at the field. It's like right behind the pitcher's mound. Sheehan sack fly RBI to right field his first time up. Not a strike. Was held hitless yesterday, 0 for 3, got hit by a pitch. Brookdale was hit by 5 pitches in the game yesterday. That's a lot. And right on cue, Sheehan takes one right off his body and down to first. Now, Sheehan is the leader in getting plunked. That's the 9th time. Shane Andrews right behind him has been hit 7 times. 2 of them came yesterday. They'll try to slice into the deficit even further. They've got 1 run back, but still down by 6. 2 on, 2 out. Wildly to the backstop to push the runners into scoring position. Lopez at third, Sheehan to second. Andrews, the reigning conference player of the week, just named in the last day or so for his efforts over the last 7 days. Takes an inside pitch, 1-0. Brookdale catcher has 3 home runs over his last 5 games. Brookdale has home runs now in each of their last 6, which is the longest streak of the season. That drops low, 2-0. 3-0. First base open, a walk would fill them up and bring Perone to the plate. So Menino will need to find the zone. Here's his pitch, and it's a strike. Andrews taking all the way. Menino lost the hat. Mentioned it's a bit breezy, beautiful day. At 76 degrees, couldn't ask for much better. Wednesday afternoon of Region 19 baseball. A shot into left field for a base hit. Come on home, Lopez. Sheehan being waved home. Here comes the throw to the plate. Not in time. 2-run score. On his way to second goes Andrews. He drives in a pair, and it's now 8-4. Now this game a long way from being over. Got 2 teams that can score. Brookdale has gotten themselves 3 back in the inning. Now Perone, the cleanup hitter, singled his first time, pops this one foul. It'll be out of play. I find it a bit ironic that Perone is the only starter in the Brookdale lineup today who has not homered this season, and he's hitting in the cleanup spot. Typically the part of the lineup that produces the most power. There's a strike called. Fresh off the complete game shutout yesterday and now trying to contribute at the plate as well. Andrews off second. And Menino didn't get the call on that close pitch. Hard hit, and it's snagged on the backhand by Pope at second, and his throw is dropped. Andrews comes around to score. Perone safe at first. It's now 8-5. A hot shot from Perone. Pope made a terrific play, but the throw could not be handled at first, and another run comes home. The fourth of the inning, and that will prompt a mound visit. Got our friend the Bee in the booth here, visits us now and again. A good part about playing the games in the earlier part of the season when it was cold, we had games of 45, 50 degrees, no threat of bees then, but they're out and about now. So are the Brookdale Bats, who have scored 4 times in the inning. And Martino will be the 8th jersey blue to bat. Just one more base runner needed to bring the tying run to the plate. Still very early in this game. And Martino takes ball 1. Got a base hit his first time up. He now has hits in 3 of his last 4 trips. Scored 3 runs in that time. He's been contributing well offensively, as just about all of the Jersey Blues have. To left field toward the line. This ball is sinking down and foul. So Menino will ready the 1-1 pitch. And first he'll throw over. A lot of throws over in the early part of this game. Looks like we may be headed for a lengthy one today with all of the runs scoring. 13 runs combined. Brookdale down by 3 now. Martino gets under one high in the air, foul. Two out in the inning. 1-2 to the plate. Runner goes, pitch down and in, and it'll be a steal. Two balls, 2 strikes. Perone now in scoring position. On the ground, left side, rolling through, a base hit. Perone getting the wave around third. Here comes the throw. It's way over the head of everybody. And Perone safe at the plate. As Martino takes second, it's now 8-6. Ammerheim from left airmailed that throw. He wasn't going to get him anyway, but a couple of errant throws have allowed Brookdale to take the extra base. So they have now batted around in the inning, matching what Mercer did in the last frame. The 9th to come to bat is Ramirez. 0 for 1 with a ground out to second. He's now the tying run at the plate in an 8-6 game. On the ground, picked up by the third baseman Hickey. His throw is high and off the glove. And here's Martino to score, and this is a 1-run ball game. From 8-1, it's now 8-7. And a couple of mistakes have allowed Brookdale to creep closer. Handed a 7-run lead to start the inning, and you've given 6 back. Nunez got it all started with a 2-base hit and scored. He now represents the tying run leading from first base. Nunez pounds one into right center field. That's a base hit. Nunez heading for second. Here comes the throw and dropped, and he makes it safely. This inning has just fallen apart for Mercer. And Brookdale has done awfully well to get back in, but the inning probably should have been over. There have been plays just not made by a team that's 31-14. First place in their section of the standings. So here's Kernan. And he checked the swing. It's a strike. 0-1. Took a called third strike his first time up, and that was earlier in the inning. He's batting for a second time in the frame. A base hit here, and Brookdale could grab the lead. Mullen has done his part in smothering the ball behind the plate. It's only one that's gotten by him. Ramirez and Nunez, the two in scoring position, ready to run on contact. And Kernan cranks one, well hit to right. Back goes Kochi. That ball's out of here. It's a 3-run homer, and Brookdale takes the lead. 10-8 Jersey. Cap a 9-run bottom of the second with a 3-run blast. Unreal. Casey Gardner. He rips the ball. This is deep to left center. This ball's headed way back there. That one's going to leave the yard. They go back to back. It's a 10-run inning. Gardner has homered for a second straight day, and it's 11-8. Mateo Menino, he has to be a bit shell-shocked out there. Justin Lopez. Strike. I mean, even by Brookdale standards, this is a bit improbable. 10 runs to erase an 8-1 deficit and take an 11-8 lead. High in the air. This will stay in the yard, but will it be caught? It will not. It bloops in for a hit. And they just keep on coming. This one for Lopez to keep the inning going. A lot of the damage with 2 out. The back-to-back homers. Two and 0 to Sheehan. Lopez trying for second. The throw will not get him. It trickles into center field. Lopez heads for third. He'll get the stop there. Starter Menino came in with a 4.20 ERA, and that is inflated by this one gargantuan inning. Now Sheehan slices a ball to right field, cutting away from Kochi. He won't get it. Lopez in to score. Sheehan to second. Will he keep running? He will stop. With an RBI double, it's 12-8 Jersey Blues. Just have to wonder how much longer they can stick with Menino. Guy who often goes deep into the game, but he is just getting tattooed. Defense behind him hasn't helped. Here's Andrews. Recall an inning earlier in the season against Rowan Cumberland. It was part of a doubleheader in which Brookdale scored 14 runs. Well, they're at 11 here, still going. They've turned an 8-1 deficit into a 12-8 lead. I mean, just remarkable. I think you're down 8-1 against a Division II opponent. I said at the time, long way to go. This is a team that gets back into games, and here they are. High in the air, first baseman Maldonado tracking it, but won't get it. Just goes to show how this team continues to grind. Don't give at-bats away, 1 through 9 in the order. Anyone can beat you. They've got power, they've got speed, they can hit the ball to all fields, and they are awfully dangerous. Now Andrews sends a drive left center field, pretty well hit, but Raba settles underneath it and makes the catch to retire the side, but wow. 11 runs home, 12-8, the Brookdale lead.
My name is Adonis Oleaga. I went to George Washington Educational Campus for high school. I'm an outfielder, I'm a business major, and I came to Brookdale for the baseball.
My name is Christian Simonson. I'm from West Long Branch, New Jersey, and I came to Brookdale to play baseball.
Top of the third inning, it's Ryan Leary to lead it off, and the count 1-0. Only in the top of the third inning, and we've already got 20 runs on the scoreboard. Strike. Brookdale went from down 8-1 to post 11 in the last inning, and now a 12-8 lead. It's a swinging strike to get ahead 1-2. And for Barton and Brookdale right now, you just want a shutdown inning. With 9-1-2 due up for the Vikings. Ripped to left, that ball is down, it's fair. Leary turns first, heads to second, Perone gets the ball in, and it's a double. So top of the order, Jordan Raba, leadoff man aboard. Foul ball. starting the third time through in this, the third inning, and this is the team that's trailing. Bravo's a .421 batter coming in, has reached twice in this game, and he's in a 2-strike hole, a couple of foul balls. He's walked and singled and scored twice. The top 3 in the Vikings order has been up. In fact, if you stretch it to the top 4, they've been up 8 times and reached base all 8. Well, there have been a whole lot of base runners on both sides. Little jam shot, slowly hit. Kernan will take it himself and win the race. That'll advance Leary to third. Raba retired for the first time, 1 on, 1 out. Now this is a lineup change. Edison Ramos, right-hand hitter. 0-1. So Jake Pope was due in this spot. I'm not sure if he injured himself. I don't know if there's another reason why he would come out of this game so early on. It's one of their top players, already 2 for 2 in this game with a couple of runs. But instead it's Ramos who has just 1 RBI, came on a home run. But he's batting just 118. 2 hits and 17 at bats. Runner at third. Up and in. Two and 2 the count. Lucas Mullen hitting third in the order on deck. Barton's pitch. Swung and missed. He got him. So he puts away the pinch hitter Ramos. His second strikeout, and Mullen will be the batter. And he's reached twice with a single and a walk, has come home once. 12-8 the score. Up and away for ball 1. Popped up. Kernan coming over. And did he make the catch? He did. That's a terrific play by Kernan as Mercer is turned aside in the third, and for once they do not score. 12-8 to the bottom of the third.
My name's Casey Gardner. I'm from Howell. I'm a criminal justice major, and I came here to play baseball.
Hi, my name is Jeffrey Barham. I went to Street Regional High School. I'm undecided, and infield and pitcher.
My name is Malik Little. I'm from Bergenfield, New Jersey. I'm an accounting major, and I came here to play baseball.
Home third inning, Brookdale 12, Mercer 8. I'm Brian Gadsford. First pitch fastball, a little bit high, 1-0. It's Gary John Perone to lead it off. Middle of the order due up for Brookdale, now leading by 4 runs. And facing a new pitcher, it is the left-hander James Hyman. Ball 2 without a strike. Anthony Martino, Jacob Ramirez behind Perone in the inning. Gary today has singled and reached on an error, throwing error by the second baseman. Looks at a strike. It's 2-1. So Hyman in for the 7th time this year. He's only worked 7 1/3 innings. Respectable ERA 2.48, but he's walked 11 in 7 1/3, and that is far too many. And right on cue, he passes Perone, a leadoff walk. So Martino will bat, and he's been swinging it well. 2 at-bats in this game, singles in both. And a strike. Scored his last time up. That was in that 11-run bottom of the second inning, which featured back-to-back home runs. So Brookdale is now homered for a 7th straight game. The grand slam yesterday with Gardner. He's added another today, and R.J. Kernan, a 3-run shot. Here's a bunt attempt back to the mound. Hyman to first, and the sacrifice is successful. So Jacob Ramirez hit the ball on the ground a couple of times. Last time up, reached on an error. Mercer certainly aided the Brookdale rally with several defensive miscues, called a strike. A team that you did not expect those kind of mistakes. Teams like Rowan Gloucester and Mercer, you expect to be sharp. They have not been at their sharpest and allowed Brookdale an opportunity, and they came crashing through. Now a 12-8 lead, bidding for their 7th straight win today. 2-1. Starter Mateo Menino took this one on the chin, charged with 12 runs. That's not healthy for an ERA. Pitch low, 3-1. Now Hyman hoping he can calm the storm a bit. They've got a runner at second. A full count. Junior Nunez on deck. And the lefty will bring the payoff pitch. Ramirez takes it high and away. He's on first base. Brookdale just keeps getting him on and keeps driving him in. Nunez will try to do so again after batting twice in that second inning, in which he had a couple of hits, a single and a double. That's halfway to the cycle in one inning of work. Perone and Ramirez on the bases. The Brookdale lead is 4 runs. Ball 2 without a strike, and Hyman, in keeping with his standards, has struggled to find the strike zone. 11 walks and 6 strikeouts over his 7 1/3 coming into today. The 2-0 is cut and missed, 2-1. Throw over gets away. Perone to third, Ramirez to second. The throw comes in there, and that goes away, and a run comes in to score. Perone is in. Ramirez keeps on moving. He's now at third. Another run home to make it 13-8. So Hyman will try to pick off throw to first. It got away there, and then the throw to second got away a second time, and a run home in the process. This team is simply relentless. And Nunez will try to pick up another RBI, but instead he'll take first base on the walk, and they're at the corners. So Kernan coming up, and he had the big blow. His 3-run homer put Brookdale in front from 8-7 to 10-8. Of course, they entered that last inning down 8-1. They ended it with a 12-8 lead. Here's ball one inside. Now they've added one more in the inning and have 2 more on the bases. Only 1 out. So Hyman has walked 3 in the inning, and his own throwing error opened the door for another run. Now it's 2-0. So Hyman just keeps falling behind. And his next pitch got the outside corner and the call from Tom Gandolfo, the home plate umpire. Casey Gardner, the on-deck batter. Another strike. And the count is full. Runner goes. This is popped straight back over our booth out of play. So Kernan working a long turn at bat. And you do not see many games with a 13-8 score in the 3rd inning. The throw over, this one is on target, and I think about the throw across the diamond. Be another payoff pitch. Runner goes, pitch too high, and they're loaded up. So Hyman, who came in having walked better than 1 per inning, has now walked 4. Brookdale does not have a hit in the inning, and they've got a chance for another damaging one with Gardner at the plate. Grand slam yesterday. He bats with the bases loaded here. Home run his last at bat, as he went back-to-back with Kernan. And Hyman just all over the place. As they went back-to-back, and what longtime broadcaster John Sterling would say, belly to belly. Only 1 out in the inning. And a strike to even the count. Six home runs for the year now for Gardner. which is tied for Pizzuti for second on the club. Pizzuti not in the lineup today. High in the air, first base side. That'll kick out of play. Ramirez, Nunez, and Kernan are all on. For Gardner, a home run would be another grand one. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball and just a shade high. This has not been a well-pitched game, particularly on the Mercer end of things. Strike three called, and that'll ring up Gardner for the second out of the inning. So here's Lopez. He's batting for a fourth time. Have we mentioned it's the third inning? And Lopez has already been on twice. 2 hits, reached on a fielder's choice. He scored twice, had a triple in the first. Ball 2 without a strike. Hyman has been all over the place. A walk here would force in a run. Sheehan's the on-deck batter. Lopez, a very patient hitter, and you figure he'll take one on 3-0 against this erratic left-hander. He takes, it's a strike. Fouled off. From 3-0, it becomes a full count. Another long inning, but if Hyman can get out of it here, he will escape with just 1 run of damage and will consider himself lucky. 13-8, Brookdale. And Hyman steps off. Missed the inside corner, ball 4, and that'll bring in a run as Brookdale kicks the extra point and leads 14-8. And they're still loaded now for Sheehan. Snapped a mini hitless stretch with a double his last time up in the second. He's also been hit by a pitch that coming in that second inning. Sheehan has power in his bat. A home run here, and suddenly this becomes a 10-run game. 2-0. Sheehan just finds a way to put the bat on the ball. Very difficult to strike out. He lost the region lead in batting. He's just under the 500 mark now. There's a strike. Came in at 504 entering yesterday, and 0 for 3 dropped him to 492. So he's now in second, trailing only R.J. Mastero of the Gloucester Roadrunners. Base is full, 2 out. And Sheehan takes wide. That's outside ball 4, and on the second straight bases loaded walk, another run. This time for Nunez to touch home plate. Brookdale 15, Mercer 8. Shane Andrews with a strike. He's singled in between a couple of fly balls today. 1 for 3. Scored a run. Amazingly for Andrews this year, out of all the games he's played, there have only been 3 all season in which he has been held without a hit. It's that offensive production with what he's done behind the plate that has made him so valuable to this Brookdale team in his sophomore season. The latest honor is winning the Garden State Athletic Conference Player of the Week. And he's put up All-American numbers this year. And Mullen's going to head out for a visit. Well, we've seen a lot of very high-scoring games this year. But I don't know that we've seen 15-8 in the third inning. I recall the doubleheader against Rowan Cumberland, Brookdale winning the 2 games 25-6 and then 18-13. That's a day. In this game, they have scored 14 unanswered runs. Next to Andrews is outside. Kernan, Lopez, and Sheehan are now on the bases. Andrews looks at a strike. He had a step toward first. Shot back to the mound. There is Hyman to make the overhand throw and get Andrews. That wraps up the inning, but not before Brookdale adds 4 more. 15-8 after 3.
My name's Chase Newton. I'm from Central Regional. I'm a business major and I'm a right-handed pitcher.
Hi, my name is Alex Gorth. I'm from Middletown, New Jersey. My major is health science, and I play baseball here at Brookdale. And one thing I like about Brookdale is that everybody's welcoming.
Hi, my name is Justin Lopez. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm a criminal justice major, and I'm here to play baseball.
Joey Socorro leads it off. It's the first pitch hack, and it's strike 1. As Mercer will send up 4, 5, and 6 in the order. Barton deals. 1-1. I've already seen about enough action in this game for a full game's worth, and we're only starting the 4th. 15-8 the score. Brookdale leads. 2-1. On deck, Chenille Maldonado, and then Mikey Ammerhein. And spotting the outside corner is Barton, a ball and 2 strikes. Socorro, he's halfway to this cycle, has a single and a double in his first 2 trips. Here he's rung up for the first out of the inning. 3rd strikeout for Barton, 1 down. That is the first time that we have seen the leadoff man retired by either side. Maldonado has not participated in the hit parade. A double play ball and a strikeout. 0-1. So Mercer batted around back in the second. They scored 6 times at the time they took an 8-1 lead. And that feels like a long time ago. And yet we've only advanced 2 innings since then. So Barton picking up for Tyler Spencer. It was a short start today for the Brookdale starter. His second straight in which he did not survive the second inning. And yet, in both occasions, Brookdale has gotten him off the hook. They did against Ocean. They have against the Vikings. In fact, both of those last 2 opponents have the Viking nickname, Ocean as well. Busy week for Brookdale with 3 games all here at home and all against Division II opponents. No problem dispatching Raritan Valley yesterday. Popped up and will be out of play. More trouble in this game, falling behind 7 runs, but that's erased. And they've got the County College of Morris to wrap up the regular season on Friday afternoon. That'll be a 2 o'clock first pitch. Another strike 3 call. This time Maldonado goes down, and he goes away frustrated. 2 out. So 4 strikeouts in relief for Barton. Mikey Ammerheim has walked and singled. Thinks about a bunt. Called a strike. Well, there's not been anything that has resembled a 1-2-3 inning today, but Barton has a chance. A couple of strikeouts under his belt. And now 0-2. He's got a 7-run lead to support him now. 2 out, nobody on, a 2-strike pitch. Fouled off to the right. Tied him up. Did he go? He did not. Steve Martinez said he stopped the swing in time. Two balls and 2 strikes with 2 out. Ammerheim has worked it full. Shane Hickey would be next. And inside ball 4, and they'll have a 2-out base runner. Shane Hickey pulls one down at first, grabbed by Kernan right at the bag to retire the side. A walk, 1 left, middle of the 4th. It's 15-8.
My name's Ryan Tan. I'm a sophomore utility player at Brookdale Community College. I came here to Brookdale to play baseball.
My name's Derek Morrow. I'm a business major. I'm from Staten Island, New York. I play the outfield, and I came to Brookdale to play baseball.
Home 4th inning from McLaughlin Field. Gary John Perone leads off 1-0. Anthony Martino, Jacob Ramirez to follow. 4, 5, and 6 part of the Brookdale order. A game in which they have scored 15 times through the first 3 innings. As the scoring summary goes like this: a run in the first, 11 in the second, and they added 3 in the third. On the ground, a second, and handled there by Ramos. Perron hustling down the line just in time to get him, 1 man away. So Brookdale sees the leadoff man set aside for the first time. Martino digs in. Productive day for Martino, a couple of singles, sacrifice bunt his last time. Facing now the third pitcher for the Vikings, the second straight left-hander. This is Anthony Countu. Heavily used out of the Viking bullpen. This now his 15th appearance. Yanked, and that's a bullet down the line. It'll be an extra base hit for Martino. On his way to second, the ball just now getting dug out, and a double. He just continues to hit the ball hard. Jacob Ramirez for 4th plate appearance. And a strike. It's the DH starter today, the position that typically is held by Malik Little. Countu has pitched to an ERA of 4.64. 21 strikeouts and 21 in a third innings. And check in on Martino. And check the swing in time. Ramirez has walked, reached on an error, and grounded out. And a strike called. Martino dancing off second. Here's the 2-2. Line to center field. It's a base hit. Martino is to third, is getting the green light. Heads on home. There'll be no play. RBI single, Jacob Ramirez, 16-8. So they are officially doubling up Mercer. Junior Nunez stands in on base all 3 times. It is now 15 unanswered for the Jersey Blues. Just when you think you may be able to keep them quiet, they make their loudest noise maybe of the season. And a tough series against Rowan Gloucester, but just about everyone has. That team is awfully tough. And since then, they have bounced back in a big way. With 6 straight wins coming into today. Second place in the region standings. They're ranked top 5 nationally as well. crank down the left field side. That's fair for extra bases. Ramirez on his way to third. He will stop there. Pulling in at second with a double is Nunez, and they've got two in scoring position. Nunez went through a period where he was a little bit cold with the bat. He's broken out of that slump, swinging it awfully well. Kernan swinging strike. He's taken a called third strike, belted a 3-run homer, and walked. Facing the left-hander. The home run came against the previous lefty. That was Hyman, who struggled badly with control. Walked 6 in his inning. Now give way to Konaki. Deep drive to right, but this one is not caught by a diving Kochi. Ramirez crosses the plate. Nunez heads to third. 17-8. Thought Kernan hit it better off the bat, but it ended up fooling Kochi. He came in on the ball, dove for it, couldn't make the catch. And another run. The lead is now 9 runs. And Gardner bats. Behind him to the backstop. Nunez racing for the plate to score. And it's a double-digit Brookdale lead. 18-8. So with the lead now at least 10 runs, if it holds over the next few innings, we could wrap up after 7 innings of play. That went off the glove of Mullen, and Kernan will take third. Four straight Jersey Blue hits, 2 doubles, 2 singles after the leadoff ground out. And they have plated 3 more in this frame. 3-1 to Gardner. Planted one going back-to-back with Kernan in the second inning. Full count. Teams came in, both Mercer and Brookdale, with identical home run totals, but Brookdale has surpassed them with the 2 today. Now 38 long balls. Payoff pitch. Got him. Two out, Kernan at third. And it's Justin Lopez with a breaking ball strike. It's been up 4 times already. I mean, at this rate, they may bat 7 or 8 times. Lopez has tripled, singled, walked, reached on a fielder's choice. It's a lot of activity on the bases. Ball and 2 strikes. Sharply in the center field for a base hit. That'll chase home Kernan as Lopez drives in another run, and it is 19-8. It is another day for the books. Shot first base side, it's foul off Sheehan's bat. And these kind of games make for a very messy scorecard. You run out of room in each inning with the way Brookdale is going. Sheehan's the 8th to bat in this inning. They batted around the 2 previous innings. Sheehan drove in the first Brookdale run with a sacrifice fly back in the first. Since has been hit by a pitch, doubled, and walked. Backed him off the plate. See the wind whipping a bit. Am I looking at the American flag in right center field? Payoff to Sheehan. Out of play. And the walk. So Andrews will be the 9th to bat in this inning. 1 for his first 4. That's a light day for Brookdale standards, the way they've gone today. 2 on, 2 out. And a pop-up lifted out into shallow right field. Coachy comes on to put the squeeze on that and end the inning. We played 4, Brookdale 19-8.
My name is Anthony Martino. I'm from Brick, New Jersey. I'm a business major, and I came here to play baseball.
Hi, my name is Devin Leonardo. I'm from Marlboro, New Jersey. I'm a catcher. One thing I enjoy about Brookdale is all the friends I've made in the baseball team.
Top of the 5th inning. And Mercer will send up 8, 9, and 1 in the order. And that inside, and he was... I thought the home plate umpire was going to say hit by the pitch, but apparently not. Not sure what happened to Ryan Coachy on that first pitch, but he'll settle back in there with Ryan Leary and Jordan Rabba behind him. There's a strike. Coachy won at bat and was hit by a pitch. It's an unbelievable score here today, 19-8, in a game that Mercer once led 8-1. In the air to right side foul. I mean, 18 unanswered runs. And really can't make it up. Just got a piece. They They've scored double digits now, Brookdale has, in 7 consecutive. But this is the high mark in that time. Left center field, Sheehan was shaded that way, but will play it in front of him, and a leadoff single. So Ryan Leary, the number 9 batter. Extra base hit his last time with a double, 1 for 2. To third, Nunez slides for it. That ball is fair. On his way to third, Kochi. Throw comes into third, not quite in time. So they've got runners at second and third. Leary just able to keep that ball fair under the glove of Nunez. And Jordan Raba will come up. Single and a walk, retired his last time. High fly ball. This one is on the infield and grabbed by Lopez, the shortstop. So Raba retired. And up comes Edison Ramos batting for a second time. He took over for Pope. Not sure what happened to Pope. He may have injured himself. He's a guy who does not come out of games. Called a strike. He's one of their best players. Ramos struck out in his only at-bat. And behind that, Barton fastball, 0-2. So Barton has really picked it up nicely. Struggled a bit in the early part of his outing, but he's really been effective of late. This has popped out of play. Brookdale bullpen well rested after Perone's complete game outing yesterday over 7 innings. We thought this might be a game where they had to use a lot of extra relievers. That was the strikeout for the second out of the inning. And here's Lucas Mullen. A single, a walk, a foul out to first. Ball 1. To left field, that will drop. It's a base hit. 1 runs in to score. Leary being waved home. Here's the throw to the plate, a little bit offline. 2 runs in on Mullen's base hit, and that makes it 19-10. So they snapped the string of 18 unanswered by the Jersey Blues, but are still 9 runs behind. And this is a lineup change at the plate. Donald Gallagher. It's in the DH spot. And Barton deals a strike. Hit him. Johnny Johnson will head out, and we'll see if this is a visit or a change. And it is a change, so we'll take a break. Top of the fifth, 19-10 the score.
My name is Matty Koenig. I'm from Mansfield, New Jersey. My major is undecided, and I came to Brookdale to play baseball.
My name is Peter Fopiano. I'm from Staten Island, New York. I'm a business major, and I came here to play baseball.
My name is Justin Diaz from Toms River South. I'm a business major, and I came from Brookdale for baseball.
Matt Desiderio takes over the pitching. And the new batter for Mercer is Gino Bianco. Swinging, strike one. So Bianco is in for Maldonado in the first base spot. Runners at first and second. Vikings have gotten two back in the inning. It's 19-10 Brookdale. And yes, that score is right. So Barton gave Brookdale a nice lift in his outing in relief, and now Desiderio will try to get the final out of this fifth inning. It is now short of a 10-run Brookdale lead. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Other pinch hitter next is Alex Bischoff. Payoff pitch with 2 out. Inside ball 4. And Bianco will go to first. The B update in the booth, we're now up to 2 of them. So things getting a little more frightening. Bischoff stands in. Bases are now loaded. Mercer trying to fight their way from behind. There's a strike. Bischoff batting .242. No homers, 7 RBI. Chance to pick up a couple here. But he's in an 0-2 hole. Desiderio will try to put this inning away and strand the bases loaded. Popped foul. It's back beyond spectators on hand. Another nice contingent of them in the bleachers and down the left field side taking in the action, and there's been a whole lot of it. Foul ball. Bischoff making Desiderio work hard. They're loaded with Mullen at third, Gallagher at second, and Bianco at first. Strike 3 called to finish the inning as Bischoff goes down, and this game heads to the bottom of the fifth. It's 19-10.
My name's Declan Sheehan. I'm an outfielder from Brick Memorial High School. I'm a business major, and my favorite thing about Brookdale is the baseball program.
My name is Emmanuel Seppin. I'm from Queens, New York. I'm an undecided major, and I came to Brookdale to play baseball.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Brookdale leads Mercer 19-10. It's Gary John Perone first up. Down the left field side, that will be foul. Anthony Martino is on deck. Jacob Ramirez scheduled to follow. Bunch of defensive changes for Mercer. Includes the pitcher, which is now Alvin De Jesus. It's the fourth of the afternoon. None of the three have fared particularly well. So we've got De Jesus on the mound. Hickey is now the first baseman, moving from third. Bianco is in at third. Kochi has shifted from right field to left, and in and right is Bischoff. Perone 3 times on base in the game. Make it 4. Martino will bat, and he's had a 3-hit day. Sacrifice bunt in that mix as well. 0-1. 2 singles and a double. It just seems like he's been hitting the ball hard all over the place. That's 3 home runs for the year as well. Rolled that to second, and Ramos is there to play it. Martino is out at first base. And Jacob Ramirez. Active day for him, but then again, I don't think you could find anyone in the Brookdale lineup that has not had a big hand in this one. 19 runs. Of course, it's not a season high. They've had 25 in a game, had several games of over 20. Probably more than likely to get there again today. Good pick on the backhand by Mullen. Throws behind the runner, and Perone takes third base. We're going to move the infield in. Already down by 9. And Jesus winds it up. Ramirez takes a strike. I mean, the 19-10 score is not unusual for a Brookdale game, but it is more improbable when you consider how they were down early, as Ramirez belts one center field. Raba going back, makes the catch, tagging at third Perone. He's home. Sacrifice fly, Jacob Ramirez, and there's run number 20. So it's back to a 10-run Brookdale lead. Junior Nunez. Who is junior by name, but not by class. So of course, you could only have freshmen and sophomores at this level, nothing in 2. Nunez today on base all 4 times, has doubled twice. He is well out of his slump now. This ball's trickling foul. We're Down 8-1 in this game, and then Brookdale had an 11-run inning to take a 12-8 lead. Have only added on since. Left center field, he's got another hit. Raba gets over, Nunez heads for second, throw comes in. Not in time, another two-base hit. His third of the day. R.J. Kernan, it was his three-run homer that gave Brookdale its first lead. At the time, it was 10-8. Nothing in one. Little did we know at the time that Brookdale would double that total since that Kernan swing. Gardner followed with a home run of his own. And they've kept the parade in motion since. Kernan cranks another ball. This one's headed back there. This ball, goodbye. And it is a 2-home run day for Kernan. The latest makes the lead a dozen. A whopping 22-10. They've played Powerball 3 times today. And it's all Kernan and Gardner. Here's Gardner. 2 for 4, struck out his last 2 times. But he's now homered in back-to-back. It's been an important piece to this puzzle. Well, a walk would bring up Lopez. 3-0. And there's the walk. So this now begins the 6th time through the batting order, starting with number 6. Justin Lopez on base all 5 times. 3 hits, a walk, a fielder's choice. That's a day. And starting your 6th time through the order, and we're in the 5th inning. And this is a Division II opponent, after all. And no slouch by any means. A team that's first place in their standings. And after an early lead, it is just completely unraveled. Teams meeting for the 2nd time. They met once previously in Mercer County. Brookdale lost that one 12-2. It was Perone who started that game. They were behind the 8 ball in the early going today, and boy, did they wake up. So looking for a split in the season series. Runner goes. Stroke to center field. Raba to end the inning. So we are now through 5 officially. Kernan, another big blow. His second home run of the game makes it 22-10.
My name is Matt Desiderio. I'm from Southern Regional High School. I'm a political science major, and I'm a left-handed pitcher.
My name is Shane Andrews. I went to Red Bank Catholic High School. I'm a catcher. My major is business, and my favorite thing about Brookdale is the friendships I've made on this team.
Shane Hickey leads off. We start the 6th inning. I'm Brian Gadsward, and Matt Desiderio's first pitch is hit out of play. Lower third of the order due up. 22-10. Brookdale. Cue shot, foul. So it might be down to a couple more innings, and this one should be over by the mercy rule. Strikeout to start the inning as Hickey goes down. And this is now Matt Giuliano. 189 batter this year. 0-1. Three pitches and see you later. Back-to-back strikeouts. 2 down. Here's Leary, who out of the number 9 spot in the order has had back-to-back doubles. Mercer team has not quite kept up the winning pace that they were on in the month of March. Oh, and 2. They were 18-5 in the month of March, but in April had been a more pedestrian 11-7. Teams closing out the final game of the month of April today, and they'll be just 1 for Brookdale in the month of May. Vikings will play 2. And it'll be postseason time. How about that? Desiderio strikes at the side in order. Middle of the 6th, 22-10 Jersey.
My name's RJ Kernan. I'm from Middletown, New Jersey. I'm a business major, and I came to Brookdale to play baseball.
Hi, my name is Jacob Ramirez. I attend Brookdale. I'm a catcher, first baseman. I study humanities here, and I'm from Mattawa, New Jersey.
My name is Cole Armand. I'm from Little Silver, New Jersey. I went to Red Bank Regional High School. I'm a business administration major, and I came to Brookdale to play baseball.
Declan Sheehan first up, home 6th inning. Swinging strike 1, foul tip. Shane Andrews is on deck to bat, and then Gary John Perrone. 2, 3, and 4 for Brookdale, plus 12. High pop-up, shallow left, out goes the shortstop, in comes Kochi to make the one-hand catch, 1 out. Shane Andrews. I mentioned that Andrews was named the Conference Player of the Week for the previous week, 0-2 the count. He was also named the Gold Star recipient for this Brookdale program, so that's been a higher honor for the catcher. yanked to left field. This one is gloved and caught by Kochi. 2 out. For Alvin DeJesus, a chance for a 1-2-3, and that is a welcome sight for Mercer, albeit far too little too late. And a 22-10 score, and they've got one last crack at it in the top of the 7th. Perone falls down on the half swing, and he went around. Complete game shutout yesterday, 6 trips to the plate today. 1-2. And that'll end the inning. So they go 1-2-3, and we'll head to the 7th, 3 outs away, 22-10.
I'm a left-handed pitcher here at Brookdale Baseball, and I also study for business management. And I like Brookdale because of the team that's all the way back here. So.
Top of the 7th, and Luke Roccasano will try to get the final 3 outs and make Brookdale a winner today. Strike 1 called. Leadoff hitter Jordan Raba. 1 for 3 today. It's a pretty good soldier Raba is for still being out there in this game. 22-10 the score. Brookdale looking to finish off win number 7 in a row. Roccasano has gotten the majority of the save chances this year. This is far from a save opportunity. And he throws hard, and he's limited the opposition to just a 148 opposing batting average. Bends Raba out of the batter's box, so he's behind his first man. Ramos on deck, and then Lucas Mullen. Roccasano a bit wild. The leadoff walk. And the lack of command has Johnny Johnson's attention. He's going to try to settle him down. Johnny saying about his team this year, he just likes the way they battled. He's had teams that are far more talented, but this team 1 through 9, they just don't give in, and it's good evidence today. Down 8-1, and they don't blink. Score 11 in the next inning, and only pile on from there. A 22-run outburst today. Of course, Johnny now the all-time winningest head coach in the program history. Off the glove, and the runner to second. And he did swing on the appeal down to Dave Martinez. A pretty clear cut. 1-2. And Roccasano will rock the next one. Lined over short and toward the gap in left center. It's a base hit. Raba turns third, heads on in. He scores. RBI double, Ramos. It'll make it 22-11. Well, if they score two more, we continue on, folks. This game is past the 2.5-hour mark. Nice fast game yesterday, completed in no more than 2 hours. Mullen with a strike. Throw to second dropped, but no matter. It's a fairly light schedule across the Region 19 today on the baseball side, only 4 games. Softball has concluded its season after yesterday's doubleheader win at Bergen. So next up is the postseason. Look forward to that, and then baseball as well. We'll have you covered. Softball team finishing their season strong as well. Winners of their last 6. Brookdale on its way to putting another in the win column today. Still 3 outs to get. Donald Gallagher is on deck. No full count. Popped up, Kernan over. Out of play. Another 3-2. Got him. So the last 4 outs have gone the way of the strikeout. With Desiderio striking at the side in the 6th, and now Racasano picking up his first. So here's Gallagher, was hit by a pitch coming off of the bench. There's a strike. Two outs away. Got an off day tomorrow. That'll be much needed after playing in back-to-back days. A long game with a lot of activity today. Certainly a game that they've expended a lot of energy and coming from behind at a big deficit. And welcome in Morris on Friday, another Division II opponent. But no problems so far through the first 2, and I'm just hoping to wrap this one up. But another walk. And Bianco will bat. Walked his first time up, came in late in the game. (22-11). This has to be the highest scoring game of the season. 33 combined runs up and over the head. Ramos and Gallagher on. And 4 straight outs via the strikeout. Marcasano will come with another 2-strike pitch. And a full count. He's walked 2 in the inning. Don't want to give Mercer any life. And as I said previously, if they score 2, well, then the game continues. Brookdale would like to end it here and head on home. A strikeout of Bianco, and now they're 1 out away. So it's left to Alex Bischoff. Right center field, cutting across Gardner. He slides, he makes the catch, and it's over. An exclamation point to end it. 22-11, the final. Mercy. And the teams had to shake hands after Brookdale posts their 7th win in a row. Time to play the victory song, Born to Runtime. As Brookdale did not get great pitching today, but they got a whole lot of tremendous offense. 22 runs, 3 home runs today, 2 from Kernan, 1 from Gardner. Nunez had another big day, up and down the lineup, contributions throughout. And Brookdale overcomes an early 8-1 deficit, at one point scored 18 unanswered, and win this one in 7, 22-11. So that's a wrap for us. We'll see you again here on Friday. The opponent is Morris. Thanks for watching today, and with thanks to Sergei Kornienko, I'm Brian Gadsword. So long from Lincroft, New Jersey. Have a good night.